Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sharkinbear and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out another character with a new legendary weapon, that is Legionnaire. Legionnaire got the Crimson Bastion plus 10, or at least I have that plus 10 right now. This gives us extra crit damage, damage modifier, armor power, and area modifier. It is key to note that the armor power did not show up until plus 10, so just keep in mind that you might not show armor power on your weapon until then. As far as the skills go, we have Chaotic Onslaught. Throw spears in target direction, quickly causing damage and applying disarray every 0.2 seconds. The trait is Chaotic. If you're not familiar with what Chaotic does, Chaotic basically says whenever the skill is used, you have a 120% chance of casting another one of your current skills instantly. This effect cannot happen from multicast. It cannot trigger the Chaotic trait in other skills. So what's basically saying is if I had, like, say, Storm of Spears as another one of my abilities, whenever I cast this has a chance for Storm of Spears to actually proc and happen, FYI. As far as the second skill we have Disruptive Slam. Thrust a shield in target direction, causing damage based on the number of stacks of disarray and applying Shattered on the target. Shattered basically is armor reduction, is a very good thing to have. And then the trait is Brutal. Direct damage caused by the skill is increased by up to 50% based on how close you are to the target. As far as the artifact power, we have Summon Catapult. Build a catapult at your position for a few seconds that shoots projectiles at enemies, causing damage and applying disarray. Traits Cunning, so essentially they target our priority targets such as Void Lords and Elites. As far as the run or the build going today, I am going to focus on form, and that's going to pair really well with the Titan power is going to be taking. So I am going to go with Storm of Spears as one of my skills. Next we're going to be taking Flurry. Nothing for the bleed. We're actually not really going to be focusing on bleed, although if we do get a couple bleed options here as our best option, we will take them. Next after that, we're going to be taking On Guard. We're going to be taking this for the form, but also because of the fact that it does give us Exposed. Exposed is just extra damage the enemy will take, which is really nice. It also gives us Bulwark, which gives us a chance to block damage, which is also really nice. Block is inherently better than armor in my eyes, because armor is just armor, like damage reduction, whereas Bulwark can straight out just block an ability from hitting you entirely. Very nice to have. And then for our final ability, we're actually going to be taking Lightning Surge. This increases our movement speed and causes all of your other skills to apply dazed temporarily, which builds crit chance up on a target. So it's not like crit chance where, you know, if you get like a 5% increase in crit chance whenever you level up, that's just 5% extra crit chance. Dazed actually is on a per target basis. So if I hit one enemy 6 times and I hit one enemy 4 times, the guy who I've hit 6 times will have an increased chance of being critted by me as opposed to the guy who's been only hit 4 times. So that's kind of how the dazed stat works if you're not familiar with it. As far as our runes go, I'm going to take our Tenacity Versatility runes for Weapon Expert, Reroll Mastery, and I'm actually going to remove this one. Although, I don't know, this could actually be pretty safe. I'm going to remove that. I think I was trialing that out and it worked really well. What was that skill? Just to show you, if you want, you can probably try taking this one for it. This gives all of your abilities to apply disarray to enemies, which would be incredibly awesome in general. But essentially the way this would work is you would take this and it buffs all of your characters to take disarray damage. Disarray is a very strong skill. It's a very strong passive to have. I think we can make it work without disarray. Because of the fact that we're already causing disarray with our other skills, we should level up and get a passive that allows disarray to be used. Count how many times I said disarray there and put it down in the comments. As far as tenacity runes go, we're going to be taking Dash Mastery and Controlled Chaos. Because of the fact that we're using 2 chaos skills, specifically these first 2 right here, the damage you see is actually says like 1 to 800, and this one says 1 to 200. The way that works is it rolls a dice in the background, and basically whatever the higher option is basically it'll take the, it'll roll the damage once. And say that it rolls like a dice once that has 1 to 200 on it. If it lands at like 50, your ability might only do 50 damage. Same thing, it'd also do like 200 damage. What this rune right here, Controlled Chaos, does is it rolls that damage twice and it takes the highest number. So very good rune to have. And I definitely would take this as a mandatory rune for this build. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Being able to roll your damage twice and take the highest number will always be very effective. As far as the other 2 runes, we're going to go with Vulnerable Target here for extra crit chance and Critical Mastery, because this is insanely good. Especially if you have things like Lightning Surge, which cause dazed on enemies. How can you not take this? This thing is absolutely bonkers to take. All right, so I'd say we go ahead and jump into it. As far as our ascension power, by the way, before we get into it, sorry about that, it's Centurion. The Legionnaire earns glory in battle by assisting his brother in arms, becoming a Centurion in charge of an army against the Void. So essentially, you'll find down soldiers next to you. If you help them up, after you get 8 of them up, you'll be empowered and you'll do a whole bunch of buttload of extra damage. Really nice to have. Let's jump in. I will say one of the things I feel right off the bat is that this guy is fairly slow. So we're going to want to try to get as much movement as we can. We're going to turn out the effects because just so we can show these chaos skills. They're very minimal, but they're very effective. I like the way they look. We will be turning them down eventually, but I say we can stick with these for a little bit. Oh, and also Centurion it, our Legionnaire skill. This thing is crazy strong. We're going to grab Merciless. Pick up our soldiers here and get our Legionnaire power going. Definitely going to give us a lot of clear potential. Alright, we can start working on lowering the FX. There's the rain of arrows coming from our guys. These guys are pretty stinking strong. This is probably one of the better abilities in the game for me as far as like ascension powers. These things are stupid strong. We're going to go ahead and go with multicast, I think. We'll go with, I think, one of these. I think this is the one that does increased damage based off disarray stacks. Yeah, I think we're going to go with the Disruptive Slam. It's got an increased damage of that. Had a cough. Let's go ahead and see if we can find another one of our abilities. There's Lightning Surge. We'll go ahead and grab that one. Nice additional ability to have. We'll go ahead and grab Magnetic. I'm not really worried about crit chance at the moment. We will take crit chance later on. Let's go ahead and apply Disarray to all of our abilities. That'll be really nice. And now we are looking for On Guard and Storm of Spears. We can grab them. This one's not bad either. Let's go with Spear Trap. If we see On Guard, we'll weigh the pros and cons of taking them. And also let's grab some extra health. That'll be fine. And then we'll work our way there. We're actually making pretty good headway. I'm going to go ahead and grab the Horrific Presence, the green version. There's Storm of Spears. And now we can go ahead and start working towards our first objective. I'm going to go with Relentless. Whenever you cast a Chaos type skill, your thrust type skills might happen. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And purple multicast. Nice. Let's go ahead and go down here for our first objective. We're about to lose our Legion, but that's fine. We should still be able to deal with these guys all on our own. We are big boys. I did take some damage there. Oh, wow, I actually took quite a bit of damage there from something. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and go with some armor power, actually. Those guys are running at me pretty fast. Ouch. I felt that. There's On Guard. This one gives me Bulwark. That's what it is. I would not mind having that extra block. We got most of these guys down. We'll go with Area Effect. Yeah, no, Area Effect will be nice. All those guys are down. Nice. We'll go with re-rolling. Let's get the potency of Lightning Surge. That'll be nice. Turn this off. Agile. Agile is definitely needed here. I wish I was more agile a couple seconds ago whenever we got hit a couple times. That was not fun. Reroll. Let's do Frequency. That means it'll come off a cooldown a little bit faster. Was not able to channel that Legionnaire fast enough, apparently. Area effect of our thrust skills. That'll be fine. Gonna do that one. Let's go ahead and do this common one that's over here. This is just outpacing death. It's a pretty easy win. Just gotta, you know, not let death kill us with the purple on the ground. Let's lock this and take Havoc. Because I do want that movement speed. And all movement speed is good. Gonna go ahead and grab the Agile. Alright, we're gonna grab these. Thrust has a chance to cause our chaos skills immediately. Excellent. What is this epic objective down here? Let's do thrust to cast chaos, 14% chance. Nice. Oh yeah, corrupted mages. This is great. Oh wow. No, this is going way better than my elementalist so far. This one's front-loaded with power, since Legionnaire has always kind of been front-loaded with power. Easily one of the best characters in the game. Pure and simple, full stop. Let's go ahead and head over here to one of these blue objectives. We did lose our Legion, but that's fine. Again, we are big boys. We should be able to combat these guys pretty easily. We do have, ooh, let's increase the ability of our Legionnaires. We're not going to be able to pick them all up. I think some of them are on the outside of the radius. Could be wrong about that. There's one here. Oh, we had all the dudes here. Nice. We'll take Merciless for show. And then, who's over here in this corner? Take Multicast. Yep, Thrust has a chance to cast Chaos skills immediately. I like that one. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Doom Beasts. Doom, da doom, doom. There we go. They are dead. Let's see. Let's go ahead and go with... I guess we'll go with the Bleed. Bleed's not terrible. Bleed is actually really good. Unfortunately, all we have is common objectives for whatever reason. We'll go ahead and do multicast here. It doesn't affect that multicast. Looks like it said on guard. I couldn't see what the rest of them are. I didn't give enough time. Doesn't matter. They're dead. We'll do multicast. We'll do non-thrust skills increased by 12% damage. How is that first skill not a thrust skill? That's literally spears being thrown at someone. I'm not going to complain about it. Stop complaining about it. Flurry, Storm Spear, on guard damage increased by 30%. Sure. Let's move a little bit faster with Agile. We're going to skip the intro. We already know what's going to happen. Guy's going to run at me. Ooh, I forgot we got Dash Mastery. Last fight, or last character I played was the Elementalist looking for the build, and did not have Dash Mastery, and I felt it. Man, it sucked. Can I get this guy? There we go. Get this guy. There we go. They should rip him to shreds. There we go. Down. Shattered. Sweet. Let's see. We'll go with critical strikes may now apply bleed. From here, we're going to go with Aranak. What is mine? Okay, I have it at 0.4. We're going to go straight for the blue objective. I feel pretty confident in my ability to clear enemies reliably with the skill set that we currently have available to us. I feel a lot more confident than I did before. Oh, chance to use an electric skill. That's right, Lightning Surge. It's in the name. go ahead and get our Legionnaires up. All our attacks cause bleed. I should have gone with the lethality, honestly. Disarray may now apply bleed. That's super helpful. I'm not going to dip into... I think bleed goes into poison. I'm not going to dip into that if it shows its face. We're probably going to banish that one, honestly. Go ahead and get more horrific presence. Let's get that lethality up. We need to get our crit chance up. Even though we got it through dazed, I'm still going to rely on the traditional methods of crit. Yeah, let's do the chaos one. Last tentacle is dead. Nice. We're going to go ahead and do a damage increase on guard. Non-chaos skills increased by 12% crit chance. Absolutely. Lethality, sure. Only common objectives on the map. We'll do what we can. Well, that was easy. Let's do more bleed. I definitely need to stack up the health for sure. Let's do relentless. And unfortunately, we only got another common objective, which is sad news. Also, looks like we're going to be dealing with these guys without Legionnaires. Actually, they just died as the Titans died, so nice. Still only common objectives. They want us to stick around here for a minute, don't they? I can't see how many stacks of disarray we're stacking up on things. I can see around 300, I believe. I could have seen this taking on the Void Lord pretty easily, actually. Let's increase the damage of our non-chaos skills by 16%. Not the Void Lord, the Void King. That's what I meant to say. Let's go with a lethality here. Looks like there's only one more Legionnaire to pick up, and we can go grab this blue objective down here. It looks like it's cave bats. Ugh, I hate cave bats. Non-thrust skills get an additional 28% damage. Let's go area effect. It's actually not bad. Frequency or potency? Let's go with potency. Go with extra health. Go more lethality. More cave bats. Really? That's what you think I should fight, is more cave bats? Powerful strikes. Powerful strikes. Let's increase the laceration. Magnetic, agile. You can't really go wrong with too many of these options. I also forgot we're getting crit chance through form as well. What's our... We got 84% crit chance before our form takes, into account. I love seeing our catapults have like red stuff coming off the trebuchets. Let's do that one. I think we got one more over there in the corner. Two more. Let's see. Crit chance of our non-chaos skills by 24%. So hard to see. Let's turn this down a little bit more. We'll go with... Yeah, I guess we'll go with damage increase. There we go. And from here, we're actually going to take Disarray in a Disorient. Increase crit damage. There we go. And let's re-roll here. Let's get some potency, yeah. From here, we're going to go over to Mizahet for the exposed. What's our crit chance as we build up this form? 158. What about our crit damage, I wonder? 384, not bad. Oh. Like this, take the multicast. Agile, there we go. Laceration increase. Crit chance on our non-thrust skills. Multicast. There you go. Let's go and grab this one. We'll do the bloodshed. Ooh, form gives you haste. We'll go with potency of lightning surge. Extra health. Behemoth. More agile. Not that we need agility anymore. I think we're pretty good on that one. Oh, now we're getting the health buffs. Horrific presence. Let's go with the Centurion. Increasing your bonus armor while you are Centurion. Let's see. Let's go ahead and increase the laceration bleed. See, increases the area modifier of all your chaos skills. Nah, I think we'll just go with agile. Actually, no, I could have taken the chaos. I need to stop worrying about agile. We got plenty of it now. Let's go with thrust, make cause chaos skills. Move on to our next objective. Increase the damage of your Centurion army. I do like my Centurion army. I do wish they were doing more damage. It's already a lot of damage. We go with horrific presence. Multicast. Extra bleed. Damage modifier of Centurion army. Extra armor. Yes. Get a little bit more tanky. Multicast on Storm of Spears. Storm of Spears is going to be super strong for us still, probably. Let's get this XP here while we can. Let's do area effective Chaotic Onslaught and Disruptive Slam and Flurry. Relentless, absolutely. We'll do Magnetic. Let's do damage modifier on Storm of Spears. Horrific Presence. Multicast on guard, that'll be great. Now the funny thing is we didn't really need Shattered. We also didn't really need Exposed because we're getting it from on guard. But I mean, honestly, they're both going to be very beneficial to have regardless across all of my abilities. Let's see, increase multi-chance, cast chance of all your chaos abilities. Sure. Let's go with more damage on the Centurions. Merciless, yeah, that'll be nice. Just have a little bit more. Too bad we can't get to that Centurion. Now we can. It's area cast of Flurry, nice. Let's do multicast. Increase duration. Damage increase of the Disruptive Slam. And then we'll need to do one more objective after this blue objective over here. Not usually a big fan of sand elementals, but we should be clearing these guys fairly quickly. I'm going to go with the Horrific Presence. And one more objective, and we'll be fighting Mizahet. Let's do damage increase to Chaotic Onslaught, Flurry, and On Guard. While we have our Centurion up. The only bad thing that's going to be happening whenever we fight with the Centurion is whenever we're able to actually pick up our Legion, there's a good chance that some of our Legion dudes are actually going to be underneath a tornado. Not a fan of that. Let's go ahead and take Leviathan. Increase the duration of your Centurion army by 10%. That's pretty nice. All right, let's try to see if we can keep the fight. At a distance. Hopefully our soldiers don't end up in like underneath a tornado. That kind of sucked. Looks like a couple of our guys are gonna end up in tornadoes. Those guys suck. Managed to get him up. Nice. Go ahead and go crushing pincer for the exposed. And I think I'll take the bloodshed. Then we'll start focusing on health more than anything else. And let's go ahead and check out the new boss, Fatum the Skull Crusher. Honestly, there are better options, and I haven't seen anything that tells me I should absolutely gun for this guy every single time. There are a couple of characters who could absolutely 100% take Fatum as an option. There is one that would be good for the Shaman, just because of the fact that there is one that increases the amount of Ancestry Totems by +4, which is really nice. You're relentless. Get some extra health. Sorry about that. I had to cough my lung up. There we go. Getting head on to the next one. Increases our armor by another 15% total. Let's go ahead and get some more armor over there. I think we'll go with Merciless. What's our... Oh, we have 408. Actually, let's go and improve our non-chaos skills. Damage. Agile? I don't know why I took it. I keep on taking Agile. Don't mean to. Damage increase on guard, or crit chance increase on our non-thrust skills, so take that. I'm not going to worry about the XP crystal. I think we're in a pretty good place. I don't know how fast we're going to kill these guys. Our Legionnaires might go away too soon. We'll find out. Area effect. That would be a good one. Okay. Still decent. And our Legionnaire went away just in time. We'll take the armor. And I'm going to take the horrific presence. Increase our bleed damage. That's fine. Take on Fatum the Skull Crusher. Oh, that's right. I fought this guy exactly one time, and he puts AoEs on the ground. That's fun. Increases our bonus armor. Gonna get this Centurion up while I can. Unfortunately for us, there's a Centurion right in that. Let's do multicast. Ooh, he's doing a whirlwind. It's such a tight place too. He's got a really fine, tight fighting quarters. Looks like we can get some extra health, cast frequency, and multicast chance. That's exactly what I'm going for. So let's go ahead and take that one. And let's get out of here. And that was our last Titan. Now we can go on over to the Netherworld. We're at 455 health. That's actually a very respectable amount of health to go into this. And we're making great time. 15 minutes, 50 seconds to make it to the Netherworld. I think we were like 20-something minutes with the Elementalist. Looks like we already have ourselves an epic objective. Some Void Lords. Gonna turn their visibility down ever so slightly. I am gonna stick to this guy down here. They just spawned. This is Gameth. And I hate that guy. Oh wait, this is Gameth. That's Colmeth. Either way, they're dead meth. Let's go with area effect. And let's go with a damage increase on Flurry, sure. I am going to take the extra health. Horrific Presence. Because Disarray is one of my favorite stats in the game. I'm going to go ahead and go down here. Probably should have cleared out that common objective. We'll do that now. Ooh, an extra dash. Well, I'll take the lethality. Even though we're getting a ton of it, extra lethality is always good. What's our crit damage at? 408. I'll take the extra armor. We got epic objective up here we can take on. More Void Lords. They really want us to fight the Void Lords today. Let's do lacerations. I was kind of stuck on a building there. Oh look, Treasure Goblin. Too bad it doesn't help us at all. Let's go Horrific Presence. Take out more Void Lords, apparently. We won't have our Legionnaires for this, or... yeah. But, should still be able to do fine. Let's get the Bloodshed. Where is our guy, Colmeth? Multicast. And well, I think this won't give us 4. This will give us 3. That's still fine. Take Relentless. Extra health. Critical strikes may now cause bleed, which means every strike will be a bleed now. And we'll just finish it off with this uncommon down here. There's no reason to go over there, that epic one. That's just showboating. Oh, look, it's Void Lords. Damage increase on Flurry yet again. Actually, I think it's the first time I'm taking a damage bonus on Flurry. Extra health, and that is time to fight whoever's standing in front of our way. What do we got? Alright, looks like we got the Houndmaster. It'll start slow, but it will build up fast, I'm pretty sure. Non-thrust skills get a pretty beefy amount of extra damage. Where are my Centurions? Area effects, sure. There they go. Relentless. There they go. Rip them to shreds. We'll do the health increase here. I'll take the relentless. Turn down my visibility so I can see him get the crap beat out of him. Brittle strikes. Crits may now cause bleed. They're already doing that, so we're good. Extra health. And he dead. There we go. And it doesn't really matter what we pick from here. We'll go ahead and take the extra dash from this one. There we go. Legionnaire completed. That was a really fast run. Let's go look at our stats. 19 minutes, 45 seconds for completion. Disruptive Slam doing 6.6 trillion damage. You can really tell it definitely boosted from all those disarray stacks that all our things were adding up to. Arrow support. Is that? That's not what this is. This is Summon Catapult. Arrow support was from our Legionnaires, I believe. That's pretty sick. Doing 3.3 trillion damage with just the Ascension ability. Storm of Spears doing 1.3. Catapult, Boulder. It's so crazy to me that literally every other facet, not our active abilities, like literally the supporting abilities of our Legionnaires and our Catapults were actually out damaging everything else. That's pretty awesome. Chaotic Onslaught. That's this one though. This was the second, no, Storm of Spears was the second strongest. This is the third strongest. Everything else came at the back of the pack. I mean, I guess Lightning Surge doesn't really do damage, so there's that. Anyways, let's go back to our screen so that way we can work through the build. Again, we are using the Crimson Bastion. As far as skills go, we went with our Chaotic Onslaught and Disruptive Slam as the two main skills, and then we focused on Form for crit chance. We had Storm of Spears. We had On Guard for the Bulwark and Exposed as well as the Form. We went with Flurry. And then we paired that with Lightning Surge. I believe that's all the abilities, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that's every ability. As far as runes go, our versatility runes, we took Weapon Expert, Reroll, Mastery, Endless Refill. And for our Tenacity runes, we went Dash, Mastery, Controlled Chaos. Definitely a mandatory rune for Controlled Chaos, Vulnerable Target, and Critical Mastery. That being said, if you like this build and you want to see more guides like this here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, let me know what you think of the build. And until next time, you guys take care, and I will catch you all in my next video. Later.